Pavel Durov, the enigmatic tech mogul and driving force behind Telegram, has long been a symbol of digital freedom and privacy. But now this digital nomad is in trouble. French authorities have detained him at a Paris airport. Why was Durov, a man who champions free speech and secure communication, suddenly arrested? Is this a targeted move against the CEO of one of the most influential social media platforms, or does it reflect a broader concern in the West about the unchecked power of these digital giants? Let's understand this controversial arrest and explore what it could mean for the future of free speech and digital privacy. Yesterday, news broke that Pavel Durov, the billionaire co-founder and CEO of Telegram, was arrested by French police at Le Bourget airport, just north of Paris. Durov, a man who has built his reputation on defying government censorship, was detained after his private jet touched down the French territory. Reportedly, he faces charges linked to his platform, Telegram. According to French media, the 39-year-old entrepreneur was detained under a warrant that accuses him of failing to stop criminal activities on Telegram, an app that prides itself on user privacy and end-to-end encryption. The accusations range from allowing unmoderated content to allegedly facilitating serious crimes like cyberbullying, drug trafficking, money laundering, and even terrorism. If these charges sound extreme, that's because they are. These charges seem to come out of nowhere, and what's even more puzzling is that they're reportedly linked to Telegram's so-called lack of moderation. Critics argue that Telegram's anonymity features make it a safe haven for criminal activities and the sharing of illegal content. Durov has been arrested based on allegations. French media is buzzing with unconfirmed reports, and as of now, neither Telegram nor Durov has made an official comment. But what we do know is that this arrest isn't just about one man. It's about the clash between privacy and security, freedom and control. Pavel Durov's arrest in France is not merely a legal matter, but a significant assault on free speech and digital privacy. Since Durov's entire ethos has been about empowering users, giving them tools to communicate privately, away from prying eyes, this arrest can be seen as an attack on these very principles. Telegram doesn't show you ads or collect information about how you use their app and potentially sell it to third parties. The app has provided a platform where individuals can communicate without fear of undue surveillance or censorship. Durov's arrest shows how easy it is for authorities to use legal tools and target platforms that resist censorship. This not only risks the freedom of Telegram's users, but also sets a worrying example of how tech leaders who prioritize privacy can be pursued by governments. In the wake of his arrest, support and outrage have poured in from all corners of the globe. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova took to Telegram to question whether Western human rights organizations would remain silent on Pavel Durov's arrest, noting their previous criticism of Russia in 2018, when the government was accused of creating obstacles for Telegram's operations. Meanwhile, Elon Musk jumped into the situation with his characteristic flair. He also sarcastically tweeted, "POV, it's 2030 in Europe, and you're being executed for liking a meme." But his comment also hints at a growing concern. Are tech leaders who refuse to bend to government pressure becoming targets themselves? Will the users become targets just because they choose to speak freely? And it's not just Musk who's questioning the move of French police. Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson also weighed in, calling Durov's arrest a dangerous precedent in the ongoing battle over free speech. Owens, the American conservative political activist, commented, "Do you understand the severity of what is happening yet? Pavel Durov truly believes in free speech and created a platform the deep state doesn't have access to, so now they have arrested him." Tucker Carlson remarked on the situation. He pointed out that it wasn't the Russian government that arrested Durov, as everybody had expected. Rather, it was a Western country. The former Fox News host wrote, "Pavel Durov sits in a French jail tonight, a living warning to any platform owner who refuses to censor the truth at the behest of governments and intel agencies." Pavel Durov, born in Russia, but now holding dual citizenship in France and the United Arab Emirates, is no stranger to controversy. In an interview with right-wing talk show host Tucker Carlson, Pavel Durov revealed that the pressure he faced from the Russian government while running VK sparked his idea for an encrypted messaging app, and so he founded Telegram in 2013. After selling VK and leaving Russia in 2014, Durov sought new bases in Berlin, London, Singapore, and San Francisco before settling in Dubai. He lauded Dubai for its favorable business environment and its neutrality. By basing itself in the UAE, Telegram has effectively protected itself from strict moderation laws, particularly at a time when Western countries are pressuring major platforms to crack down on illegal content. Since then, Telegram has grown into one of the most popular messaging platforms in the world, especially in regions like Russia, Ukraine, and the former Soviet Union. The app's no-compromise approach to privacy has attracted millions of users, 950 million active users to be exact, and of course, the scrutiny of several governments. Durov told Carlson, "People are drawn to Telegram because they value its independence, privacy, and freedom. There are many reasons why someone would switch to Telegram." Durov is a thorn in the side of governments everywhere. Why? Because he refuses to bow down to censorship, even when it costs him dearly. Remember when Russia banned Telegram in 2018 because Durov refused to hand over user data? The ban was lifted in 2021, but Durov's defiance left a lasting mark. The ongoing clash between social media regulation and freedom of speech, it's a battle that's been brewing in the West for years. But now, with recent geopolitical tensions, this conflict has escalated to new heights. Remember when people were speaking out about Palestine? Social media became a battleground for opinions, with voices on both sides of the debate pushing the limits of what platforms would allow. Censorship and shadow banning became the weapons of choice for those in power, silencing some, while others got a free pass. The same pattern is repeating now. The British government, in its quest to curb disinformation, has turned its attention to those who were active during the UK riots. They're targeting individuals and groups who allegedly spread false information, labelling them as threats to public order. Penalties were especially harsh for individuals who, though not directly participating in the riots, incited violence through social media. In Northampton, a 26-year-old man received a 3-year and 2-month prison sentence after urging the burning of hotels and law firms assisting migrants. But here's the question we need to ask. Is this about protecting the public, or is it about controlling the narrative? Are we witnessing the protection of democracy or the slow erosion of our right to free speech? Freedom of speech is a cornerstone of Western values, yet it seems to be constantly under threat. Whether it's about international conflicts like Palestine or domestic issues like the UK riots, the lines between regulation and suppression are becoming increasingly blurred. And let's not forget, today it's disinformation about riots. Tomorrow, it could be your opinion on the latest government policy. The slippery slope is real, and we're all standing on it. The fallout was real. The price of Toncoin, a cryptocurrency developed by Telegram, took a nosedive as soon as the news of Durov's arrest broke. Investors panicked, and the coin dropped over 10% in just a few hours. But despite the market turmoil, the Ton community released a statement of support, doubling down on their commitment to free speech and decentralization. They're standing by Durov, and they're not backing down.